issue, not a religious
But
one.
they were Christian.
I think Christians act like Christians. I think Christians are transformed people, and lots of people take the label but don't know Christ.
Wasn't it Mark Twain who said, if Christ came back, the one thing he wouldn't be is a Christian? I think
Yeah, that's another overstatement by Mark Twain.
But he was pretty funny. We'll be right back with more. Don't go away.
I'm going to try an experiment right here on the show here about what I was saying about text, even when one believes that God is behind it. John Meacham, are you pro or anti-capital punishment?
I'd rather not say, given my journalistic
Okay, all right, fine.
Role.
All right, John Macarthur?
Yeah, I'm pro-capital punishment. I think it's very clear in the Bible.
Okay, Father Manning?
Strongly against capital punishment.
Both believe it's a divinely inspired text, divinely revealed text, and have opposite views on a fundamental moral question.
Hey, well, wait a minute.
So does the
It's
Pope.
in the
By
book
the way,
of-
I share John MacArthur's view,
Genesis.
by the way. It's Genesis, it's Exodus, it's Leviticus, it's Numbers, and Deuteronomy. It's the only law in all 5 books of the Torah.
Whoever sheds man's blood,
But
by
just-
man
right.
shall his blood be shed.
That's right.
the law of God.
And it's the forgiveness and the love of Jesus.
Listen to this.
Overpowers
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
The love
Jesus-
of Jesus,
Jesus didn't
forgiving the person that was supposed to be,
Jesus-
Wait a
supposed to
minute.
be
Peter
killed.
took out a sword in the garden when they came to arrest Jesus.
And he said,
he
"Put
took
it-
a swing at a guy's ear, at his head, and Jesus gave him back his ear because Peter missed his head and got his ear.
"Put it away."
Wait a minute. Jesus said, put your sword away, and he said this, because if you live by the sword, you will die by the sword. And Jesus upheld capital punishment. That is clear cut.
Not at all.
That's a clear-cut statement. Now, you can say, I don't believe what Jesus said.
Doesn't agree with him.
Larry, it comes
no,
back
no.
to whether you believe the Bible is true.
I believe in
truth. We don't. None of us, I believe, have a monopoly on the truth. And the more we can debate, the more we can debate in good faith and understand that maybe there's not just one answer. There's not just one inerrant answer.
But
I think the better off we're going to be.
But John MacArthur thinks there is one answer.
Well, what I want to say is, John, I appreciate what you're saying, but you're drawing a dichotomy between faith and reason that is frightening to me. My faith is based on what is reasonable. I believe in what actually happened, what is true. I don't have an airy-fairy faith in some concoction of my own mind. I'm not separating my faith from reason. I believe in what is reasonable and historical and actual and factual.
So it's reasonable, virgin birth is reasonable to you?
Well, of course it is, because it's reasonable. If God came into the world, he'd come differently than any other person who was born.
But I think one great thing that could come out of the red state versus blue state, and I completely respect what you're saying, and I would hope you'd respect what I'm saying in the sense that I think smart people can be faithful and faithful people can be smart. And I fear that in the public arena in the past couple of years in the United States, that statement would come under attack. And I think that
John,
the
it's
more
not about being smart. It's about basing your faith on fact, reality, biblical revelation.
You and I disagree about that, but in good faith, I think. I simply don't.
Well, I can see.